Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 10 of the Los Angeles Clippers MyNBA series here on NBA 2K24. The Clippers are on the road to face the Indiana Pacers, and what has not been a good start to the season for the Clippers. They're hoping they can turn that around here in the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Here are your rosters, lineups for both squads. Tyrese Haliburton, Bruce Brown, Buddy Hield, Jarris Walker, and Miles Turner will round out the Pacers. While the Clippers, remember, are without star player Paul George for the rest of the season. So this could have been a homecoming for PG-13. Instead, he'll have to watch from the bench. We are ready for tip-off here as Turner and Zubac are at midcourt. And is won by the Clippers, and we're underway. Hope you guys are excited for this one. If you are, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more basketball content. Here comes Powell with it. He's going to pull up from the right elbow, and he's going to hit, and there's the first points of the day for the Clippers. Norman Powell this season, 12.9 points per game on 45% from the field. He's been pretty efficient and has done a pretty decent job at filling in at that 2 in Paul George's absence. As here is Hield being guarded by Leonard. He's going to give it up to Tyrese Haliburton, who's going to try to drive inside, and he actually gets stripped from behind. Kawhi Leonard from the back, able to rip that ball away. Nice defense there. Is now Westbrook on the other side trying to set a little pick and roll, and it works. Ivica Zubac on the pick and roll alley-oop, two-hand slam. And that's the kind of start you like to see if you're a Clippers fan. Good defense turns into even better offense. Now here's the second possession of the game for the Pacers. Tyrese Haliburton able to find his way inside. He dishes it to Miles Turner. Nice possession there as Turner averaging 18 points per game this season and up 4 blocks, shooting 50% from the field. So Turner's having himself a very good season at that number 5 spot. As here's Westbrook. He's going to pull for 3 of his own. Left side, he's left wide open, and he hits. That's a good sign for Russell Westbrook, who has not shot the 3 ball overly that impressive this season. If he can get going early, that is a big boost to this Clippers offense. Haliburton finds Turner inside. Nice pass just over the outstretched arm of Zubac. Clippers defense in the paint has been a little lackluster this season. They allow too many cuts inside, too many wide open shots, not enough box outs, and that's on display in that possession. Here's Powell try to get the double screen. Now he can't drive. He's going to hand it off to Kawhi Leonard. He's going to call from a screen of his own. Gets it left side. Gives it up on the 3. It's Westbrook from the corner again, and he can't hit the second time. But Zubac is able to get the offensive board and put it back. Defensively, he hasn't played that great this season, but he's done a very good job on the offensive glass. That's another example there. And the Clippers go back up by 5. Here's Buddy Hield over to the left side. He's going to give it up for Bruce Brown, the NBA champion from a season ago, who gives it back to a wide-open Tyrese Haliburton, who's able to hit from 3. Haliburton named to an All-Star last season. He is one of the brightest young stars here we have in the NBA. Gets it back to 9-7 here as here's Leonard at the top of the key. He's going to get a screen right side. There is a switch. They try to go for the alley-oop again, and it works. The pick-and-roll game working early for the Clippers as Zubac is able to throw it down with 2 hands. And the Clippers offense firing on all cylinders through the first 3 minutes of this ball game. Buddy Hield gets a screen. He's going to be guarded by Kawhi Leonard, and Leonard actually gets called for a reach-in foul. It's uncharacteristic of him. That's the first foul of the game. So the Pacers will inbound. Indiana putting together a pretty decent season. What you'd expect from the Pacers. I don't think a lot of teams expect this team to really compete a ton this season. They just have so much bright young talent. And there's Bruce Brown from the top of the key. No good. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook, and the former NBA MVP now trying to push the pace. Hands it off to Kawhi. Kawhi to Zubac. He's going to dribble it right side. Hand it off to Powell. And Powell now gets a screen. 6 seconds left on the shot clock as Norman Powell tries to alley-oop, and this time it's not going to work. They went to the well one too many times. That's going to lead to a Pacers fast break, and Buddy Hield's going to be fouled going to the rim. That's already Kawhi Leonard's second foul of the game. So he will be taken out of the game as Buddy Hield will shoot 2 free throws. Hield 13.5 points per game this season, 78% from the stripe. As you can see, Terrence Mann has been subbed in place of Kawhi Leonard. And it'll be the other end. They find Marcus Morris also came in this game. He's going to be too deep underneath the basket. Had a good look there, but momentum just took him a little too far. And now Terrence Mann thought about pulling up there. Going to give it inside to Morris. Trying to back down his defender. He fake, and he gets blocked for his efforts. Jarace Walker was not fooled at all. He swatted the ball right into the ground. Now the Pacers on the other end. Still only a one-possession game. Haliburton gives it up to Hield. No longer being guarded by Leonard. Hield's going to try to drive inside. Kicks it out for Walker. Wide open for three, and he hits. Great possession there by the Pacers. Buddy Hield able to get the penetration, and he's able to knock it outside to Jarace Walker, who hits the three ball. Tied up at 11 now here in the first quarter. Westbrook hands it off to Mann. He's going to be Stonewall. Gives it up for Powell. Powell's going to get a screen left side. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Tries to drive. He gets fouled. And we'll go to the end of the first quarter. The Pacers lead this one by a score of 31-28. As we go later now into the second quarter, only a 2-point game. So it's been a very tight margin here. Actually back to 3 after the free throw. So same point margin as where we left. 6 minutes now left to go in the first half. Substitutions coming in for both squads. Westbrook is still at the point. He's going to give it up to Bones Highland. He gets a screen. He's going to pull from 3. That's a tough shot, and it's not a good shot, as it's no good. Haliburton with the rebound. Now gives it over to T.J. McConnell, the longtime undrafted Indiana Pacer, with the basketball. Gets a screen left side. He's going to try to work away on Highland. And goes up with it. Misses, and it's going to be rebounded by Morris. Good defense there by Highland. And now they try to toss it up the court. Powell finds himself with the basketball. He's going to pull from 3. Gets a little bit of space, but he's unable to hit. They gave it to him. They tested him, and Powell was unable to hit. And now the Pacers on the other end. Obi Toppin with the basketball. Gives it up to Walker. Trying to work his way on Morris. Can't get any positioning. Now just goes up with the right hand. He hits. Good defense by Morris, but I think Walker just quicker to the trigger. And you can see the Pacers shooting 63% in the early portions of this one. Again, the Clippers defense not playing good basketball. As here's Bones Highland on an isolation play. You don't see this very often. He hits with the left hand, so how about that? Bones Highland with the left hook goes. And it's 47-44. Clippers sit 11-14 on the season. They really could use a win here. They're on the fringe of the play-in spot. Still plenty of basketball left to go in this season as Bruce Brown's going to try to drive inside. Misses the mid-range too. Nice help defense there by Zubac. And they're able to go the other way. Westbrook pulls back at the top of the key. Swings it over to Morris. Back to Powell. Back to Zubac. How about Morris again? Over to Powell for 3. No, off the mark. A lot of ball movement there, but unable to connect on the shot. So now the Pacers with another chance to send this one to a 2-possession game. McConnell's going to get some penetration over to Toppin for 3. No, he misses. That one went around the rim, and Obi Toppin couldn't get it to fall. And now here comes Norman Powell. He's going to stop, wait for his man, gets inside, and gets swatted for his efforts. Somehow that ball stays in bounds. Not sure how Obi Toppin was able to get that, but nice defensive possession there nonetheless for the Pacers. Is now McConnell the other way. Inside, Hield's got some positioning on Powell. Swings it over to Walker, being guarded by Westbrook, and he gets stripped. Still ends up with the basketball. Gets his man up in the air, and somehow gets positioning and hits. That was just a very clumsy possession. The Pacers will go up 49-44. And we'll go about a minute later into this one, where it's 52-46 now in favor of the Pacers. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Powell tries to drive inside, finds a man in the corner. It's Terrence Mann, no pun intended. He hits a long 2. As Terrence Mann gets on the board. And it's now a 4-point lead. Buddy Hield will bring up the ball for the Pacers. Hands it over to McConnell. Over now right side to Hield. He gets wide open off ball. It's a deep 3, and it's off the mark. He had a good look, but it was just from too far downtown. As the Clippers now with the rebound. 16th in the NBA in rebounds per game are your Los Angeles Clippers. As Westbrook now drives inside and finishes. Westbrook very good when he gets going. Obviously not the same quickness and the same speed that he's had in the past, but he showed those legs there. 18 points for Westbrook here in the first half. He's done himself a really good game, as there's a really good spin move by Obi Toppin. We busted that out of thin air as the former New York Knick hits the spin. He was acquired via trade in this past off season. It sent a couple of second-round picks to the Knickerbockers. Westbrook finds Powell inside. Tough layup. He's unable to connect. He had a nice cut there. Just couldn't finish. And now Buddy Hield will dish it up to McConnell. Norman Powell has not had a very good game. 1 for 5 from the field. 6 points on the contest. That's Buddy Hield now being guarded by Powell on the other end. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Swings over to Walker in the corner. Now to Bruce Brown. Nice spin move there on man. Step back. I think he might have picked up his dribble. Apparently he didn't. But ball don't lie. There's a miss. Dangerous pass there by Westbrook up the floor to Powell. Finds a cutting man inside, and he connects off the glass. Nice transition basketball there by the Clippers. And once again, it's just a 2-score game or 2-point game with 18 seconds left to go here in the first half. Pacers will hold. Hield actually going to try to get this one going early, and he's going to maybe take advantage there as he is able to cut left. I think the defense maybe thought he was going to hold the ball a little bit longer, but Hield takes advantage now, 56-52. 2 seconds left to go. Westbrook's going to get a screen, and they don't get a shot off at the buzzer. It's no good regardless. And the Pacers will take a 56-52 lead going into the half. We'll catch right back up with this game right after this. Well, it's been a very efficient day for the Pacers. Both teams actually shooting very good basketball percentage-wise. Pacers 58%, while the Clippers are 52%. And the Pacers are able to hold a 4-point lead as we begin the second frame here. Quick little intermission. Want to get back to the action. It's been a very good game so far. But can the Clippers keep pace with this efficient shooting from the Pacers? Wide open 3 from Hield to begin the second half. That'll not help as Buddy Hield connects from downtown. And it's now a 59-52 ball game. First possession of the half for the Clippers. As Westbrook trying to work on his man. His right side actually gets fouled there. A little ticky-tack called there on Haliburton as he picks up his second foul of the contest. Westbrook will miss the first free throw. He's still sitting at 18 points on the night. If there's been an Achilles heel of Westbrook this season, his free throw shooting has not been that impressive. He's left a lot of points at the line. Speaking of points, it's a 6-point ball game in favor of the home team. The All-Star Tyrese Haliburton has the ball, gives it over to Bruce Brown, and he misses from the long 2. Going the other way now is the Clippers as Westbrook pulls it back. Kawhi Leonard back in the ball game. Had a little bit of foul trouble in the first half, but he's good to go here for the second. Norman Powell gets a screen right side, a little bit of space, tries to oop it, and he does. Marcus Morris Sr. this time on the alley-oop. They've found a lot of success tonight on that one. It hasn't been the best alley-oop start to the season for the Clippers, but it seems like they're starting to get going a little bit. Starting to find that connection. As now Haliburton wide open for 3. That is off the mark, misses left. Had a good look, but Kawhi Leonard corrals it. Now he's going to try to push it the other way. A 4-point lead in favor of the Pacers. Leonard was going to get a screen, doesn't want it. I was just going to try to work isolation on his man. Leonard with the left hand finishes. Nice move there by Kawhi Leonard to get inside. And it's now 59-57. Still only a 1-possession game. But Haliburton able to get inside. Gets by Westbrook, and he hits the nice floater. Haliburton very quick. He's got 16 points in this one. 14 of those in the first half. As he's shooting over 70% from the field. Having himself a stellar game. As now Marcus Morris Sr. with the ball. Right side. Gives it up to Powell. Less than 10 to go on the shot clock. Powell will lose it. Haliburton with a nice hands. Able to get a steal there. And now he's going to try to push the pace. Being guarded by Morris Sr. And he gets a blocking foul on Powell. I thought that should have been a charge. Haliburton was coming in there with no thoughts or no care in the world. It was just a runaway train. And, well, he gets the blocking foul on Norman Powell. Maybe a little bit of superstar treatment there for the young guard. But nonetheless, ball will stay here on this side with the Pacers. Haliburton wide open for 3, and he gets fouled on the attempt. It was no good, but again, maybe a little bit of superstar treatment. I think Westbrook was close there, but I don't know if that should have been called a shooting foul. I mean, come on now. Haliburton will instead go to the line for 2, and now the third one as he hits the first 2 of them. And it is up and in, so Haliburton does get the 3 points. He just gets it a little bit differently than he would have thought of. 64-57 as the Pacers, all of their players have entered takeover mode. It's something that our team never really has happened. So we got to be careful here against Indiana. Zubac gives it over to Leonard. Now gets the screen. Kawhi's going to pull it from the mid-range, and he's going to miss. A rare Kawhi miss from the mid-range. He's been pretty automatic so far this season from that spot. And it's going to allow the Pacers to go the other end. Still in takeover mode. Haliburton driving inside on Powell. Pulls up. Misses with the left hand. Rebound there by Westbrook again. He's going to push it the other way. Gets a screen from Morris. Doesn't take it. Now here comes Morris again. Backs off again. Westbrook. Now he's going to take the screen. Left side. Gives it over to Morris. Talked about Poland. Nice defense there by the Pacers to not allow it to happen. Now there's only 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Morris is going to have to take a contested 2, and it's off the mark. Great defense there by Indiana. Forces the miss. And now they get to go the other way again. Haliburton from a long 2, and he connects, falling to his right. The Clippers will call timeouts. It is a 9-point lead. But we go later into the third quarter. The Clippers able to bring it back a little bit. 74-70. Still in favor of Indiana, but inside that 5-point range again. Haliburton's being guarded by Terrence Mann. Tries to spin. Gives it up to Aaron Neesmith inside. He's being guarded by Covington. Nothing there, so they swing it back to Haliburton. 6 seconds left to go. He gets a screen. He's going to pull. He's going to hit. Tyrese Haliburton has had himself a heck of a game. That is his 24th points of the night. 10 have come in this quarter alone. Clippers got to find some sort of answer. They're going to try to get Kawhi inside. He is off the mark, as that was just a bad shot there. Other end, Haliburton for 3. He's going to miss again. That's a lucky, by the way, this night has gone. Haliburton misses a wide-open shot. There's not Kawhi Leonard on the other end. He's going to swing it over to Westbrook. Tries to play now. He's going to try to drive inside McConnell. Resets. Gets a screen from Plumlee. Gets a little bit of space with the right hand. He misses, but Plumlee able to get the rebound. Goes up with it and finishes. That was a tough putback for Plumlee, as he had 2 defenders all over him, but he's able to connect. And the hustle play works out now 77-72. Cutting at McConnell inside. He gets fouled over the back and one. Westbrook gets beat by McConnell off ball. And to make matters even worse, he gives up the and one. So TJ McConnell will go to the line, and he completes the old-fashioned 3-point play. 80-72 now in favor of the Pacers. Less than 20 seconds left to go in the quarter. That's Highland now with the ball. He's just going to hold for the last play. He's going to get a screen right side. Gives up for 3, and he hits. Highland with a wide-open look decided to take it. And it pays off, so he answers right back with 3 of his own. As the end of the quarter will wind down, it'll be an 80-75 lead in favor of Indiana with 1 quarter to play. The Clippers have held in there, but they just have not been able to overtake them. Going to the fourth quarter now, it's a 9-point lead for the Pacers, as again, they're starting to pull themselves a little bit away at this one. With 7:40 left to go in this ball game, the Clippers, they got to start to take the lead. They're running out of time playing this barely from behind basketball. There's a bad pass by Westbrook. It's deflected by Brown, and Brown on the other end is going to drive inside. He actually loses it. Norman Powell steals it on the other end, so sloppy basketball there. Now the other end for Mann. Gives it up for Westbrook. And the Clippers will look to just reset. They give it up to Powell. Wide open 3. Ball miss. Another miss there by Norman Powell, who's not had a good night tonight. And now Bruce Brown from a long 2 the other end. He's off the mark as well. So another bad possession there by the former Denver Nuggets. And it still stays a 9-point lead. 7 minutes left to go. Westbrook tries a lob and it's off the mark. Morris couldn't handle the alley-oop. And ends up in the hands of Buddy Hield, who tries to drive on Kawhi, finds a cutting Miles Turner, and that's the bad defense I'm talking about. Zubac allows him to get inside, and for the first time tonight, it is a double-digit lead for the Pacers, 97-86. Clippers need to find an answer. Need to find an answer fast. That's going to help. There's a reach-in foul on Buddy Hield, so they will keep the basketball on this end. 14 seconds now, again back on the shot clock, trying to get, looks like Kawhi Leonard open off ball. Finds it in the corner. He's going to immediately pull, and he's going to miss. Kawhi Leonard with another miss, and now the Pacers with an even better chance to extend their lead now. Here's Bruce Brown being guarded by Powell. Gives it up left side for Walker. Now top of the key for Haliburton. Being guarded by Westbrook, and over again to Walker. 7 seconds. They find Brown at the top of the key. He's being guarded by Westbrook now. Haliburton left side, and he connects a long two. A foot was on the line, but Haliburton now up over 30 with 32 points on the night. The young superstar guard is making a statement here at home against the Clippers. As now Westbrook inside, mid-range, can't hit. Ball batted around, ends up in the hands of the Pacers. And another bad possession there by the Clippers. They're running out of these. Bruce Brown, right side, gives it up for Turner. Turner can pull from three, doesn't elect to. Instead, we'll give it up to Brown, who gives it up to Hield. He'll pull from three, and he'll hit a three-pointer by Hield, a 16-point lead, and that feels like curtains as we'll go to the end of the game. The Pacers end up winning this one 115-98. Clippers hung in there for about 3 quarters, but the game got away from them in the end. The Pacers able to pull it out. They shot it's sensational all night. Clippers defense, the story of this season. They just allowed too many baskets, too many wide open looks. They're not quick off ball. And Haliburton was able to cash in with a double-double, 32 points for the young star. Well, the Clippers, they were led by Russell Westbrook, who shot 22 points. 18 of those came in the first half. He was not the same player in the second, and that just kind of spelled disaster. Leonard had 20 of his own, but you'd like to see him get a little bit more involved, especially with Paul George hurt. Next game, it doesn't get any better as the Mavericks will win 116-97, so we drop another one as Leonard only had 10 points in his 34 minutes. Back-to-back is now we go to Oklahoma City and we lose 105-104. Yes, Westbrook and Leonard had the day off, but you love to win those kind of games. But we do bounce back and beat the Boston Celtics 127-106. Boston is having a very disappointing season. That'll bring us to the end of the week where we get first-time Players of the Week for both conference. Jimmy Butler gets it in the East. Davis will get it in the West. Next up, we'll play the Charlotte Hornets, but I don't think we're going to do the Hornets in the next episode. I think we're going to finally have our very first scouting. It's not perfect. I've been waiting on college rosters. They're not done yet, but I think we can swing it and take a look at some of the top point guards in this draft class. I hope you guys are excited for that. I hope you guys are excited for this series to continue. I know I am, so make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more basketball content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.